Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zach and we're doing another Ecomi Veve video as per usual. Currently the price 0.002487 on a low of 2329 and a high of 2564. Nothing really big happening today. Obviously we're on and up, but we were quite down yesterday. It is what it is, doesn't really matter. Everything is pretty much stable and has been really for like the past couple months. Realistically, nothing, no huge price hikes nor huge price dips compared to obviously what we saw back then. Anyway, not really important right now as far as I'm concerned, because I want to have a talk with you about music and NFTs. I think it should be up by now at least, posted a video going over music NFTs and the Viviverse and how it can essentially really nicely intertwine. And of course, basically a day after I speak about that on YouTube, well actually I recorded that yesterday but it's come out today regardless, so after I post about that, VeVe of course put out some interesting tweets. For one, they have asked specifically, hey Vivifam, are you following us on Insta yet? Now when I first saw this tweet I thought they're just trying to get people to follow their Instagram account. And that's fine, you know, that's just pushing people from one platform to the other. Makes sense, right? So I went over to the Instagram account. Now this all wasn't here before, but this I think was. Now, I didn't know what to think about this, and honestly, I didn't really care because I knew something was going to be happening, but I knew that until we knew what was happening, it wasn't really a big deal, if that makes sense, right? I was excited, but there wasn't really much to make a video about as far as I was concerned. Especially because I didn't understand really what the relevance was of seeing VeVe on a brick wall, right? Someone said, it's 21 Jump Street, right? Not, you know what, I respect the idea, but it's not 21 Jump Street, I don't think. Keep going though, and we see Forest Hills. Damn it, I'm just not logged in, that's why. Forest Hills, and then we have right here, Subway. So, already, people still don't really know what's going on in the comments, which is interesting. Let's go further though. Let's go over to another tweet that VeVe put out. Y'all know 2014 Forest Hills Drive is in, I'm assuming that's North Carolina? I might be wrong. Cool, just checking. In what freaking universe is an NFT platform tweeting about this if they ain't giving us a clue on something? They're giving us a clue, clearly. This is not normal things to say. Normally they'll say a new drop's coming out, or they'll thank someone for contribution to the community in some way. This time around, quite a random statement. And so I literally just highlighted this part because this was way too specific, fam. This was way too specific. 2014 Forest Hills Drive. What first thing that comes up, clearly, and I didn't know this until I googled it, J. Cole. J. Cole's studio album was of course 2014, Forest Hills Drive. So does that mean that J. Cole is having an NFT on VeVe? Well, I think it could be a case, right? Obviously, for those of you who aren't aware, J. Cole is one of the biggest rappers in the US right now. You know, this album was released by this entertainment company, Columbia Records, Dreamville Records, and Rock Nation. I actually don't know how much it made, but it would have been probably one of the biggest of all time. Well, not of all time, but definitely one of the biggest. The album debuted at #1 on US Billboard 200, selling 353,000 in its first week. September 2015, the album has sold 1 million copies in the US. I wonder, actually, it would be interesting to... Actually, let's do something interesting. I wasn't going to do this until I've thought about it just now. But everyone knows who Eminem is, right? Everyone knows who Eminem is. Let's go to Google Trends and let's figure out. Whoopsie, that's my bad. Sorry. Let's figure out where the relevance is. So this was over the past 12 months. Clearly, Eminem is more relevant. That's not surprising. Biggest legacy rapper probably of all time, I would assume. But the fact that J. Cole even had a time here in May of 21 where he overlapped Eminem's relevancy on search results, at least on web search. So this basically is telling us how many people searched for J. Cole versus how many people searched for Eminem over a 12-month period worldwide on Google search, right? If we look at YouTube search, What's the difference? So on YouTube search, yeah, similar thing, right? Where around this time, J. Cole came even close to Eminem. J. Cole is a huge freaking artist, right? Especially among, I would say, Gen Z and millennials. Now, I typed in to Google J. Cole NFT to figure out, has he got a background in NFTs? What's going on here? Nothing really much came up, but this website did come up. It's helloboomonday.com. Never seen this site before, but interesting stuff to read on it. 5 brilliant blockchain use cases for music. This is relevant to J. Cole, I promise. There's a revolution underway in the music industry, and its name is blockchain. If you thought streaming shook everything up, let me just make this bigger. If you thought streaming shook everything up, you're in for a wild ride in the 2020s. Blockchain technology is rapidly disrupting what we know and understand as best practice for fan engagement. It's also disrupting a boatload of other things, but today's post focuses on music examples. What I'm sharing here is a tip of the iceberg on Music X blockchain. Side note if you're interested in this. Okay. I know there's a lot to learn here, and many of you may feel like reading this post is like trying to understand magic, but I wanted to lay this out quickly and call out a few groundbreaking examples that I think everyone in music needs to see and understand. Here are several ways that artists are using blockchain to engage fans, monetize audiences, and create a new kind of exclusive and trackable super fan experience. Now, that part's really important, right? Engaging fans, monetizing audiences, and creating a new kind of exclusive and trackable super fan experience. I actually remember at one point Gary Vee talking about how Taylor Swift is a genius in what she's done, and he's spoken about how she scales the unscalable, and what he means by that is rather than releasing albums every week on Spotify, which I don't know if she does that, not to be fair, but I don't follow her, but what he's talking about is when she does the unscalable stuff, singing at weddings, doing cameo stuff, I'd imagine, all that sort of thing that essentially has very exclusive touches on her fans, right? Exclusive touches on her fans. If she goes to a wedding and sings, or she does not just wedding stuff, that's just a really bad example of something I can think about right now. But when you think about the individual things that she does with the fans, apparently, that's what Gary at least talks about, then this would essentially be able to scale that, right? Having an exclusive and trackable superfan experience. So being able to obviously buy an NFT, probably with Ethereum at the moment, most of these are, and then being able to go to a concert, or being able to go backstage VIP, and then being able to resell that NFT, or have it in your NFT wallet, and then it be social currency, right? Let's keep going though. Truly exclusive music ownership. Hip-hop producer Illmind drops the first NFT-backed sample pack. Illmind is a music producer who has fully embraced the new era of the music industry. He has production credits on some amazing albums, including work for artists like J. Cole. Don't know what I'm doing. It was meant to be a drum roll. This is an artist known for live streaming to his audience on Twitch and engaging directly with them there. He's created a large base of extremely engaged fans by giving them access to his live process and ideas. Now Illmind has dropped Alorium, the first ever NFT-backed sample loop melody pack. Whoever ends up winning this thing gets exclusive ownership of the samples in the pack. This opens new opportunities for producers who want something exclusive to include in their music. It also opens new doors for Illmind superfans to spend their money on his creations. Now, the reason why this is important, especially with J. Cole, is because if Illmind is working with J. Cole, essentially they're friends, right? Which is probably the case if they're working together, because J. Cole can work with whoever he wants, probably. They talking. There's no doubt. They in the studio, they are freaking talking. Illmind, I would assume, has educated J. Cole to a certain extent. I'm sure J. Cole also has a number of other people in his circle. You don't get to that position unless you have really smart people around you as well. J. Cole will likely be very educated on NFTs by now, as I'm sure many celebrities already are. We're seeing Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis. I mean, I don't even want to list all the names because there's just so many. But this would make sense, right? If J. Cole was to be interested in doing NFTs. Now, it's interesting that J. Cole has picked VeVe, which it seems to be, unless VeVe is literally, I don't know what else this could be, literally. Like, let me know in the comments if you think of anything, but I can't. J. Cole being on VeVe would be freaking huge. Now, how this would go about, I'm not quite sure. It doesn't have to be a song straight away, though. It could literally be like an album cover, in 3D format. The main thing is that if J. Cole and others in that space probably are aware of VeVe and are working with VeVe, that's really important for future collaborations. Keep in mind that not every collaboration has to be that one thing. one thing I think about there, for example, is when we think about the Ghostbusters stuff, right? Ghostbusters, we have, what do we have? We have the puffed thingy, whatever it's called, the big white puffed thing. People are gonna hate me for that. So we got that, and then we've also got the car as well, and we got the Slimer, and we got the logo, right? Now, that's one thing, and that shows the breadth of the NFTs that they've already made. But they likely have a relationship with the IPs, with the licenses, etc., right? So what's stopping us from being able to watch Ghostbusters in the Viviverse at a later date once the Viviverse is built for it? In a similar capacity, what's stopping us from listening to exclusive tracks, potentially even for J. Cole and other artists in the Viviverse, as I have explained in my previous video going over music in the Viviverse, where we've used GTA examples to show where and how music essentially can be revolutionized by NFT culture. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Interesting stuff. We got a lot more to talk about, but that's what we're going to talk about in this video specifically. We've been going on for a little bit of time now, 11 minutes, so I want to finish it there. I got some other things to do. But with that being said, if this video was interesting or helpful, like, it's always much appreciated. Make sure as well. Hold up, can you sign into? Wait, you can sign up to Twitter with Google now. I was not aware of that. Make sure to follow me on ZakiZoo, because that's where I'm posting a lot of stuff. I post a hell of a lot of stuff. Gaming, entertainment, technology related, Web3, Omi, as you can see right here, and Ecomi. So, like I say, make sure to follow me on this, ZakiZoo. It's in the description as per usual. With that being said, thanks for watching. Have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in the next video.